Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos, we have the privilege of reading Parshas Kedoshim, the charge given to the Jewish people, Kedoshim Tihiyu, you should be holy. One of the most famous psukim that Rabbi Akiva himself says is Zek Klal Gadol BaTorah. This is a very big rule in the Torah, is the pasuk found in this week's Sedra, V'yahavta l'reacha kamocha. You should love your neighbor as yourself. As Rabbi Akiva said, Zek Klal Gadol BaTorah. There's a big rule in the Torah. When speaking about loving your neighbor and what you should do to show that you love your neighbor, the Gemara in Shabbos records an incident in where a prospective convert, or according to some, a Baal Tshuva, prospective Baal Tshuva, comes to Shammai and he says to him, teach me the whole Torah while I stand on one foot. Shammai says, it's impossible. Just like the beam of a house doesn't one beam support the whole house. There are many beams that support the house. If I take one beam out, it's not going to make the house fall apart. So too, when it comes to the Torah, you can't take one law and make it the whole house. 613 mitzvahs. I can't teach you the Torah while you stand on one foot. So he goes to Hillel, and Hillel says, okay, I'll teach you the whole Torah on one foot. Are you ready? Stand up. And he says, repeat after me, the Sani Aloch Lechavrech Lo Savid. What's hateful to you, don't do to your friend. That's the whole Torah. All the rest is commentary. Now go and learn. Hillel told him that the basic principle of the whole Torah to make you holy is that which is hateful to you, don't do to your friend. There are many questions about this particular sentence that Hillel said and why he put it in the negative rather than the positive. That's not our discussion today. I'd like to focus on a statement explaining that particular statement of Hillel according to the Dubno Magid. The Dubno Magid says, when Hillel said, Ma the Sani Aloch Lechavrech Lo Savid, that which is hateful to you, don't do to your friend, you have to read it a little differently. The Sani Aloch, that which is hateful to you, that which hates you, Lechavrech Lo Savid, don't make that into your friend. The evil inclination, the Yetzer Hara, which every human being has. Some people have an evil inclination for one particular form of desire, and others have another. Some people enjoy speaking Lashon Hara, which is terrible, which is also mentioned in this week's Sedra. And some people have a desire for doing immoral things, whether it's in terms of stealing or moral depravity. We all have to control that. And that which is hateful to you, which tries to destroy you, the evil inclination which tries to destroy you, it hates you, Lechavrech Lo Savid. Don't make that into your friend. Don't let him become your friend, because then he'll squeeze you to death and try to kill you. Famous medrash about a man walking in the snowy, wintry, icy road, and he sees a snake on the road, and he has pity on the snake who's crying out for help, a little warmth, otherwise he's going to die. He takes the snake and puts him inside his jacket, so to speak, and he warms it up, and before long the snake is about to choke him to death and squeezing him, and the man says, this is unfair, and the snake says, no, it's not unfair, this is my job. It says in the beginning in Bereshis, when the snake approached the human being, and Hashem cursed the snake, and he said that between the human being and the snake there's going to be enmity, hatred. So the snake said, I'm doing my job. My job is to wrap myself around you and kill you. So the man said, let's go to Shlomo HaMelech. They went to King Solomon. King Solomon says to the snake, if you're ready to accept judgment, you have to obey the rules of the court. Stand down next to the person so you're standing on equal footing. The snake has to listen to King Solomon. He gets around, and Shlomo HaMelech says to him quickly to the man, take the stick, kill the snake, which he does. And it's legal. Why? Because the pasuk says, Hu Yeshuf Charosh, V'atot Shufanu HaKev. The human being should cut your head off, bite his head off, destroy the snake. And that's what the Dubno Magid said Hillel was saying to the prospective Baal Tshuva or convert. He was saying to him, Madasani Aloch, the evil inclination that is hateful to you, L'chavrech Lo Savid, don't make that into your friend. You want to know how to be Kedoshim? You want to know how to be a good Jew? That's the key. The Sani Aloch, that which is hateful to you, don't bring him and make him your friend. Aside from the obvious meaning of Don't do unto others as you would not have others do unto you. Aside from love your neighbor as yourself, the sani alach, that which is hateful to you, the evil inclination, lechavrech lo savid. Don't make him into your friend. Zeh Torah. That's the whole Torah kula. Idach perusha, all the rest is just explanation. Zil Gemara, now go and learn. Let's go learn. Let's go learn the Torah, and let's see how beautiful and powerful is the teaching of the Torah to teach us that we should distance ourselves from the evil inclination that tries to enslave us and destroy our quality of life, our quantity of life. It just destroys the human being, and therefore, Kedoshim Tihiyu, that's the way for a Jew to be holy. I want to wish everyone a wonderful good Shabbos. Should all have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos. Of course, we join with our brethren all over the world in celebrating the Jewish people's return to Eretz Yisrael, and we should be zocher to see the Geula Shalema b'mheira v'yameinu. Amen. Kedoshim Tihiyu. Take the charge. Here we go. We can do it. Let's make the world a better place. Shabbat Shalom U'Mevorach.